Good morning. I just came downstairs. I put on a little bit of face because I need to run a couple of errands and I've been dusty for about 4 days, running errands, just living life. And today I was like, put on a little bit of blush, a little bit of lip gloss, and I just wanted to see if that can kind of change my mood. Also, I live by the old adage, stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. So, if I'm already dressed for the day, I'll be prepared, whatever is thrown my way. I need to go outside and look at the plants a little bit though, because it has been raining so much here in DC, but I have not watered anything on the porch. So I need to go do. Actually, let me go do that right now. Woo! It's hot. It is hot out here. Hey, Portia, you coming or you going? You coming or you going? Ground turkey with onions, potato, sweet potato hash. Cut up some cucumbers, put in some chili, garlic, oil. And that is lunch. If you think being fat is exhausting, imagine being older and fat. That's what every single day you are thinking about. Your cholesterol, your high blood pressure, your diabetes. Thank God I don't suffer from any of these ailments. But as I've gotten older and as a fat person, it is constantly in the back of your mind. I know on social media, there's ground turkey or ground beef, sweet potato, and then like a vegetable meal. It was going viral and people were eating it and talking about macros and protein and good carbs. And I'm tired. I think I went on my first time when I was 8. Let me have a look. Ooh. I love to put this Asian chili garlic sauce on vegetables, but it's spicy and I don't like spicy food. And in the next hour, I would have broken out because I have a sensitivity to peppers, but I like to torture myself, so. So good. You know when something's so good, you just want to keep eating it. The first time I went on a diet, I was 8 years old. It was a 2-part diet. If you grew up in the 80s, you're very aware of the Dick Gregory diet. It was like you put a scoop of powder in the blender. You blended that with like a natural fruit juice. And that was a meal replacement. Imagine being 8 years old, living in a house with several other kids and not being able to eat the same food. I ate the same exact food as all the other kids in my house. It was me, My little sister was there. And for reference, if I haven't said it before, my mom and dad's house was next door to my grandmother's house. So, but my grandmother's house had all of the kids, so everybody. I know I'm not sweating. Y'all, this stuff is so spicy, it's making me sweat. In addition to doing a meal replacement diet, my mom had written out on a large piece of poster board the foods that I could and could not eat, and it was taped to the refrigerator. Imagine being 8 years old. It was humiliating. It was me, my little sister was there, my cousin, who we were raised like brother and sister. We were only 5 months apart. And then my aunt came to live with us, and I had 3 other cousins who was there, who we were all like the same age. And my grandmother was the neighborhood babysitter. Can you imagine a huge poster board being placed on a refrigerator with all of my dietary restrictions? In essence, a diet. So now I try to give myself some grace. I am very mindful of the way that I eat. I'm in menopause now, like full menopause. My period's been gone for like 2 years. Ever since I've been in menopause, the only thing I want to eat is fried chicken. It is the only thing that tastes good. That's my one true indulgence. Oh, and I've become addicted to candy. More specifically, not all candy. Sour Punch straws. No, not the straws, the Sour Punch bites. Y'all, I don't even know where that came from. I just try to be mindful of what I eat. I don't want to get caught up in diet culture. I've been a part of it before, counting my macros. I've done keto before. Woo, that keto almost killed me. I don't like eggs, and that's a very egg-heavy diet. I remember I had did it for about keto, maybe about 3 to 4 months, and I was doing good, lost a lot of weight. One day I was actually, for the summer, I was living in some part of North Carolina. I was doing some work at Duke University. It was a suite. It was like a residence inn. I went to the grocery store. You all know I like to take my breakfast, take my lunch anywhere that I go. I was buying all these eggs, forcing myself to eat a boiled egg, even though I hate eggs. One day, I was eating an egg with some cheese, and I literally threw up in my mouth. I threw up in my mouth because what the hell am I doing? I never did keto again. So now what I like to do is just eat simply. With no more kids in the house, I can honestly say that I am not a person who cooks a lot of food. I'm a person who fixes food. So I'll take a little bit of this, a little bit of that, throw it together. Or do what my grandmother used to say. She would always say, baby, we're supposed to eat to live, not live to eat. This package was delivered while I was outside tending to my plants. And so, do an unboxing with me. Actually, I'm going to unbox the other pairs of shoes that I have gotten over the last couple of weeks. Let's just do that all together. So in the last video, you all heard me talking about wanting to level up. In one area of my life that I wanted to level up is in my shoes. I have what I consider to be a very extensive, comprehensive wardrobe. My shoe wardrobe, not so much. There are a couple of reasons why. I think it's because I cannot wear heels, or I choose not to, especially in this older age. The other thing is I wear a size US 10.5. It is almost impossible to find a size 10.5 in any brand. So I usually have to resort to an 11,
which is even more difficult to ever find. I'm always at a deficit when it comes to shoes. The last couple of years, though, I've changed my technique for securing shoes. As soon as the shoes start to show themselves for a season, I have to buy them immediately. There are only going to be a couple of size 11s in any collection. What I've started doing is purchasing things. I don't have time to think about it. I'll purchase a pair of shoes, and then if I don't like it, then I'll go ahead and return it. This was a pair of shoes that was just delivered today. If you did not know, Topshop is sold exclusively at ASOS. And these are the shoes that I got. This is a pony hair. Actually, the description says that these are real leather. This is a pony hair, pointy toe, kitten heel, zebra print shoe. Say all that in one mouthful. And that is all the things that I love. This is a size US 11. Why does it look very long? Because it is long. Because it is long, and that is what draws me to pointy toe shoes. This is going to look so nice with like a pair of wide leg trousers. If I put on a wide leg jean. I love to wear like an ankle cropped jean. I think this shape would also pair well with a barrel shaped pant or barrel shaped jean. I'm going to be wearing this with dresses, skirts. This is going to be my shoe for the winter. All the different design aesthetics that I love in one shoe, and the price was right for these. I am going to be keeping these. Y'all should already know who I am. This is also something else that I've had to start doing. Instead of saying, well, let's see what another brand has to offer. If a brand has a shoe that I like and they carry my size and they have multiple colors, I might just get that next color. White. Y'all already know how I feel about a white shoe. I love a white shoe that makes me look like I'm a principal from the 1980s. And nobody can cure me of that. Again, pointy toe. This high vamp here. Kitten heel. In a white leather. Let me correct that. This is a faux leather. Which might be the only reason I may hesitate in keeping this and may actually consider taking this back. Look at the tip of the shoe. It's already a little wonky. This happens a lot with pointy toe shoes, especially if it's not leather. So I don't think these shoes are going to hold up very well. I don't know for sure. But that's also the thing with wearing a size US 11. I got to ask myself, what brand is going to offer this exact shoe in my size, in leather? So I can send these back and then just be ass out and not have anything to replace this. Or I can wear this cheaper version, get the aesthetic that I'm looking for, and then get rid of these shoes, usually after one season because they're not leather and they're not the best quality. If you wear a large shoe size, sometimes you don't have the luxury to be very picky with your shoes. Next up, baby. While y'all get on this internet and y'all talk about Steve Madden, I zip my lips because guess what I know? I ain't never had a pair of Steve Madden shoes. Have I? Am I lying? I cannot think of the last time or any time that I've had a Steve Madden shoe. While everybody was going to Steve Madden, I've been going to Sam Edelman. Sam Edelman is a good brand. They have good shoes. But let's look at what I have this year. I know this shoe looks identical to the two pair of shoes that I just previously showed, but that's the point. I like what I like. This brown and white zebra print in calf hair again. I love this. This heel is not too flat. You know how some shoes you can get that are flat? This shoe is not too flat. My foot is not going to be hurting. This is something that I can wear comfortably all day. Sam Edelman, in my opinion, makes quality shoes. This shoe is a size 11. I've tried this on. It is too big. I've already exchanged this shoe for a 10 and a half, which is another reason that I love Sam Edelman. They're one of the few brands that I know that carry a size 10 and a half. But this shoe, definitely going to see me in this in the fall. Next up, this shoe from Valentino. Baby, I love a good Alessandro Michele recreation, okay? Since he has become the creative director at Valentino, I've been in love with the Valentino offerings. I know. You all are going to be like, but you don't like pink. I don't have to like pink. I like this shoe, though. I like this shoe. I made a whole TikTok video talking about this shoe and being excited about this shoe and talking about how I'm going to wear this shoe and even telling people to wait till you see how I style this shoe. I started playing with this shoe in my closet, like playing dress up with this shoe. And then I realized something. I may have to return this shoe, not because I don't love it, but because I'm going to baby this shoe. This is a pink satin shoe. Actually, it's not even satin. It is silk, which is even more precious of a fabric. When I was about to try this on with a pair of dark denim jeans, I stopped. I hesitated because I was like, you're going to mess this shoe up. And let me say something. I don't have time to be babying anything in my wardrobe. Now, I could save this shoe for certain occasions. I was most excited about this shoe because I wanted to wear it in an everyday, throw caution to the wind manner. If I can't do that, I'm still thinking, is this the shoe for me? This is one of the shoes that I have purchased for fall, winter. The next shoe. Listen! Y'all know how I am. Stop acting like I'm somebody different. I needed a pair of black pumps. Not a stiletto, not a red bottom, nothing too high. I'm not even really going anywhere that would call for that kind of a shoe. But sometimes I need a good black basic shoe. This Valentino pump is exactly the shoe for me. Black leather, leather upper and leather sole. My God. A nice, sensible, chunky, about a 2-inch heel. And there's a little bit of pizzazz here. It's all that I need. This shoe is so definitively me. You all are going to see this shoe a lot. Although I'm not really like a purse girl, y'all know one of the only purses that I have is that Valentino crossbody bag that I've had for years. It will go great with this pair of shoes. So be prepared to see that matchup. And when you see me wear that bag with these shoes, know that I'm in my grown lady era. This shoe and that bag. So I got to make a choice. I got to still think about the white pump. And I got to think about the pink satin. Why do I keep saying satin? I got to think about the pink silk Valentino. I got to really think about those, but I want to make a decision today because every day fall stuff is coming out.
happened? Yeah. Thank you, DJ. Happy birthday to all the Leos, man. We gonna come out here and chill vibes in the park. We like to thank y'all for having us out here. We are Plug In, and we gonna perform.
Got your love, you need to look no further. You know that, don't you know that? After that love, you'll never need another. You know that, alright. I used to doubt every girl that I meet. Woo! And I thought that nobody could knock me off my feet. Hey, twin! You were the one who made my heart still ring. That's why I'm sure that this is over. Don't you know that I love you? Don't you know that I know? Don't you know that I love? Don't you know that?
Y'all can already see I got on this nasty piece of hat. Baby, this thing. Baby, this whole nasty hat. Let me pull it down. Oh. Cause who? Y'all, it's Friday night. I just got in the house. I got 2 packages of Zara shoes. And I want you all to unbox it with me. It's Friday night, like I said. This is my first week back at work. I'm super tired, super grateful, but also excited that I had these packages waiting for me on the porch. If you all remember the beginning of the video, I talked about how difficult it is for me to find shoes that fit. I'm a true 10 and a half in women's, but usually most brands don't carry a 10 and a half, so I have to buy an 11. Do you remember those white pumps? They're a little too big, and I did not like the quality. Lo and behold, I'm looking for a white pair of pumps to replace those. And who had some when I Googled it? Zara. Now, I want to be honest. I'm not really a Zara shopper because Zara doesn't have plus sizes. I know a lot of the plus size girls wear Zara, but I feel like shopping Zara is like me begging somebody to be my significant other. And I don't beg people, so let me take this hat off. Ooh. I'm gonna be ripping this shirt off next because, you know, I gotta take these bracelets off too because they done made me hot. All right, back to what we originally had scheduled. I'm doing a horrible job of opening this box, but as I was saying, I'm trying to replace those white pointy toe pumps that I got from ASOS, but the only way that I'll actually return those is if I can find a quality pair of shoes. And so that's what I originally went to Zara for. But being the person that I am,
looking for one pair of shoes turned into me purchasing 4 pairs of shoes. These shoes are going to be like basic shoes. These are just going to be like throw-on shoes for the fall and winter. Zara had a blue pair of mesh pumps. Look at that. First of all, the thing that intrigued me about these shoes, because the style is so simple, it was the color. I've never had a pair of navy blue shoes. But when I think about navy blue, I think about pairing this with like jewel tone colors, like a chartreuse, like a deep amethyst, a cobalt blue. Of course, black can pair easily with anything, but navy blue would be like that exclamation point that really, really provides an accent to jewel tones. So I was excited to see this, and more excited that they had this in a 42 or an 11. This is the perfect kitten heel, and oh my goodness, this is like a small detail that I wouldn't expect Zara to have in any of their shoes. Instead of giving this a black heel, they've actually made this navy. I haven't tried these on yet, but I hope that they fit because this is going to be a great addition to my wardrobe. Now, am I a person who loves a pump? Not exactly, but I love a too long pant, I love trousers, and I love jeans that are too long. I like to wear a pump because all of my pants are going to cover this opening here. Once I put on my pants or my jeans, you won't even be able to tell that this is a pump. Also, as I'm trying to elevate, I'm trying to step into things that are a bit more grown lady, just so that I can be in alignment with my grown lady era that I'm entering. So these are cute. Size 11. All right, the next pair of shoes. Oh, this isn't a pair of shoes. I forgot that I purchased this. Actually, I don't remember purchase. I forgot that I purchased this. These are 3 different brooches. Can you all see them? On the model, I think she had these on like a shirt or a scarf, but I thought that this colorway was new for me and refreshing. I do not like pink and red together. As I said before, it reminds me of strawberry shortcake, and I don't want to look like strawberry shortcake. But I have been being drawn towards this color combination. Pink and a wine pairing together, and you see how they pair those colors together on this pink pen with that splash of red. I'm excited to play with that color combination. So I thought that this would be a great way to bring those colors and those elements together in an outfit. So we'll see what that looks like. These 3 brooches were $35. Child, okay. I don't know why Zara doesn't use boxes. This isn't the first pair of shoes that I've gotten from Zara, but why wouldn't you put your shoes in a box? Anyway. Can you see like this crackle finish on the boot? Can you see that? I didn't know that this boot was given that. I don't know if I like that crackle finish. I also don't know if I dislike it. Only time will tell. What I don't like is something that I disliked in the ASOS shoes that I showed you before. The toe. It's already wonky. Do you see how it's already kind of curved here, or it looks like it's been damaged? That's the same thing that makes me want to return the white pair of pumps, the ASOS. This is what I hate about shopping for shoes that are not leather. When they're not leather, the quality is not always there. And if I wear this boot, I already know that I'm going to wind up loving it.
and I'm going to wear it out. And then I'm going to have to look for a white pointy toe booty next year. I just want to get one pair of leather pointy toe. Wait a minute, I might have a pair. Now that I think about it, y'all, I think I may already have a pair. Oh, no. That pair of boots is off-white. All right, back to our regularly scheduled program. I'm going to sit with these for a few days to see if I actually will keep this. But it's a beautiful white boot. Like I said, I have an off-white boot. This boot is really, really white, almost like has a blue tint to it. So I'm excited about wearing this. I love a white boot. I love white shoes in the winter. All right, y'all, let's look at the next pair of shoes. This shoe is showing up very cherry red on camera, but it's not as red as it seems on camera. It is a deep red, almost like a brick red. This is the perfect heel. The perfect heel. I know that I'm going to be able to wear this all day. Yeah, I think these are leather. I love to smell my shoes to see if they're actually leather. I cannot tell. I'm going to look up the details, but this could actually be leather. It just has a different hand. It feels like leather. And I want you to notice the difference in this tip of the boot with this tip of the boot. Can you see the difference? This one isn't as wonky as the other one is. I don't know if you can see the difference. It's very subtle, but I notice it. You always need a red boot. You always need a red boot. What I really wish that I can find was an over-the-knee pair of red boots. Like with a nice kitten heel, but go all the way up the thigh. That's what I'm really looking for. But I was surprised that these shoes were all still on the Zara site. I don't shop Zara regularly, but usually if I come across a Zara shoe that I'm interested in, they almost never have a size 11. Just imagine all the things I'm going to wear this with. This might actually be leather. I'll let you all know. All right. And for the last pair of shoes, these shoes are leather. Remember I said the only way that I would replace those white ASOS shoes was if I can find a comparable leather pair. Hopefully this fits the bill. Hold on. I gotta sit with these because I don't think I like these. Not me getting red lipstick all on the shoe. Child. Okay, I'm going to show them to you. They're like connected or tethered together, so. These are the shoes that I wanted to replace those ASOS shoes with. The heel is a perfect height. I love that the point is kind of rounded. It's something about that vamp here that I don't like. Also, I don't know what you call this, but the way that it's kind of angled, the slope maybe, doesn't look cute to me. I'm too tired to do it tonight, but when I get up in the morning, I'm going to try this pair of white shoes on. And then I'm going to put the pair of ASOS white shoes on again, just to do a comparison. Finding 2 pair of white shoes in my size this year tells me that perhaps a white pump is trending and that I may be able to find this a bit more easily than I may have been able to in the past. So that makes me a little bit hopeful that I might actually find a good leather shoe, a white pump more specifically, in my size. Because if it is trending, that means that it's going to be more easy to find. Again, I'm going to have to try these on, but I'm too tired, y'all. I'm going to try them on in the morning. I'll talk to y'all in the morning. I got to take a shower and lay it on down.